Also, your drain here is very slow. Also, your hot water coming up here is real slow. It's taking a while. It may be in the back of use, maybe because it's still trying to build up in your hot water tank though, so it's starting to heat up now.
So it's not as hot as it looks?
No, it's hot.
Oh,
It's hot. I'm just used to tolerating it a little longer.
Oh, okay.
But it's hot. But you still have to have the drain. Yeah. Because you don't want to come up here and be running the water all day and get a hot water bill that's trying to get hot water up here too. So, but once you get in and start having circulating the pipes, you should be okay. As far as the hot water is concerned.
Okay.
Okay, the master suite. So I don't know if it's above or not. And they should have had trim around your windows. Again, someone didn't do a good job of trimming all these out as well. All this would have been trimmed out. I didn't mention before, but you need trim back around your windows.
I got the same fan in my house.
How romantic.
Those light bulbs, they're not regular light bulbs, they're little ones. Look like a 40 watt. So when you take it down, it's not your regular 60. They're
Okay.
little tiny ones.
How do you just unscrew it?
Take the nipple off right here,
Uh-huh.
and then the globe will come down. And then there's two of them in there.
Okay.
You're gonna get a ladder.
Oh yeah, I do see, yeah. Or if the bed's down there.
But you're supposed to get the ladder.
She want to go visit Southern, what's the hospital around the corner? Right.
So those are special order doors too then?
Yeah.
Now, this going on, these are pretty good.
Unless you just don't want the mirror door.
It actually
Well,
makes
this
sense.
one's cracked,
Yeah.
so this is gonna need to be replaced anyhow.
Anything bigger than 80 is gonna be special.
This one gotta be cracked. So your question is, do you wanna, either chop it down or spend $300 to have it replaced?
I actually like these at the height that they are.
It opens up the room.
Yeah.
So
Just
we
order
replace
one of
this
those. You could order those.
Yeah, so just order the glass for this one.
But that door would have to come from the manufacturer with the glass built in.
I think in some places,
If you look at the back,
yeah, I'm looking at it now.
it's not like,
Yeah, this is one piece,
yeah.
one big mirror. Yeah.
Now, Lowe's sell glass. If you give them the right measurements, they'll cut it and buff it out for you. The Lowe's do sell glass. Is this a crack right here?
Yeah, along the lot of walls have the same thing. You see, it's a crack right here. I don't know if it was a leak from the
Yeah, get
ceiling
it
one.
out of it.
That's what I'm saying, because it had some mold
I
from the
noticed
top.
in the hallway too, I noticed a couple of,
Yeah, because like they had some mold or something coming in, someone tried to wash it off.
So you got two inspectors. Combine him and we had over 50 years of experience working around the beltway. I had that down, 7, 8 years ago. On how to
This is
do
what you're
it.
gonna water leaking out. Need to have that adjusted. Oh, the water pressure needs to be checked here again, as well as painting, cracks in the drywall. So the drywall repairs all the way around. Cooling up here.
They built it, kicked it with dust and debris, they just kicked it out. The whole house.
What's wrong back there?
Your water pressure come to the shower, you're gonna be mad trying to take a shower. So water pressure need to be checked, as well as, of course, you know, the around the shower head, all that drywall's been cut out, whatever, so
Right.
drywall repair, caulking all around, some drywall repairs and painted.
Okay.
Um,
And what about like something like this hole in the corner?
all that's gonna include it with the, when they're doing the drywall repair. All this, so if you can see, all this is, need to be repaired and taken care of. So at the end of the day, so far, I mean, you're gonna end up having to paint. You have them paint pretty much up here because there's too many different deformities and deficiencies throughout the house when they got a little plug and play or whatnot. If you wanna come in and paint a little bit later on, you're not gonna get the real effect that you really want. So you might as well let a professional come in now and tighten up all these little spots, smooth them out as much as possible, and paint the whole thing over.
Okay,
You know, there's really no way around it for you to be totally satisfied with the house.
right, okay.
Check this door. So any questions up there so far?
You got the closets right.
Yeah.
So when you say paint, you that include all the surfaces?
Everything. To be honest with you, I'm gonna say repaint the whole house.
The house, okay.
Let them come in, cause it's too many deficiencies throughout.
Okay,
You know, so you might as well get them come in, cause what happened, once they strip everything down, and being that you're not in here now, they can come and spray it, it'd be done within no time at all. You come in and try to do one room at a time, after you move in, you gotta move stuff around, you gotta prepare everything and whatnot. It's best being they come in taking the carpet out or whatnot, when they're taking the carpet out before they put in, just let them come in and spray the whole place out. Smooth it up, let them come in here and straighten your walls out, patch the holes up, paint it, then come in and put your flooring and whatnot.
okay.
You know, so you start fresh all the way through,
Fine by me.
okay? Let me check the cord. Yeah, I did get in here, then you do this door here, the trim for here. So all this is gonna be coming out and painted. That's typical. I mean, you can replace doors or paint over them, you know, but that's, again, your call. It's not gonna be that expensive, whichever way you go.
Okay.
Get behind you, I think the attic is up in here. See it? Ain't got no ladder either. Go down. Pull it down.
Ain't gonna allow it in there.
No, they don't have one.
The only thing is right here, the ceiling's cracked, the little crack right here. I'm thinking they probably went in there, somebody did an inspection on the roof, and they kind of walked on the joists and cracked it.
Cracked over there. The roof don't look bad. I don't see anything penetrating there, any type of thing coming down from the gable. Okay. Yeah, the roof look okay. Yeah, I mean, from everything I can see. And then what they're gonna probably end up doing anyhow is once because they're gonna have to come in here and clean the drywall and stuff up, all the trim will probably come down to your place anyhow. They'll probably try to save what they can for the most part, which this stuff is somewhat old. Somewhat old. When they start picking it down, it's probably gonna be barely broke anyhow. So all your doors and stuff will probably be taken down, taken apart and pull out or whatever. So the trim and everything around, all your trim is probably gonna need to be replaced.
So if they're painting the walls, are they gonna leave the doors the way they are?
As in,
Like, are they painting the doors? You think they'll
yeah,
leave the doors too?
oh yeah, they're gonna clean up the doors.
So they're taking it off the.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All the doors will be resurfaced and painted as well.
Okay.
You know, and they should be okay. They should be okay. You know, because they're very hollow, but if they had dents and stuff in them, then I said, okay, we have to replace them because once they start sanding them down, they would probably mess it up that you had to replace it because they're hollow on the inside. But you should be okay because all this is basically just peeled off for now. Okay. Any other questions up here?
No.
I mean, it sounds like a lot, but it's really a lot of cosmetic stuff
Yeah.
that has been neglected for a long time. You know. Backup contract, you had any suggestions or recommendations from what you seen?
I said, do it right the first time.
So what I'm recommending she does now is that they come in, take all the doors and stuff out.
Cause those doors up there, they're not, the door jamb, the way it's off the trim.
Correct. So she need to adjust all the doors or whatnot, replace all the trim work. Like I said, they're gonna do repairing the drywalls, patching up all the holes and stuff anyhow. And they're gonna be painting, they gotta replace pretty much, I mean, a lot of your floor trim baseboards might be okay, but there's different spots they need to replace. Around your windows, the trim need to be installed, period.
Okay.
You know, so by the time, like I said, the carpet need to be taken out and replaced. You know, so really, you basically breaking it down to the bare bottom again, starting over from the painting and the drywalls and your flooring and stuff like that. Then we'll price out the kitchen, what you need to dress in there and whatnot.
My only other concern was, she's got everything electric in here. She's got no gas appliances, and no gas stoves, or anything like that.
Yeah, so
if the electric panel downstairs is only 200, it's not even 200.
Not yet.
So it's pulling too much current. And the load balance needs to be done because once she doesn't have GFIs,
Correct.
once you put in the GFIs, that's a 20 amp per GFI. Right? And she's already missing 4 or 5 breakers.
Right. So I would go ahead and do a heavy up.
Well, I mean, do a heavy up or turn something into a gas.
How do you feel about gas, like gas stove or furnace and stuff like that? How do you have any objection to having gas?
No.
That'll be the cheapest route.
That would be the cheapest
That'll
route.
be the cheapest route because you're talking on average about $1,800 if you want to do like a heavy up, meaning heavy up on your electric.
I didn't know that was an option, that you can convert to gas.
Yeah, you can convert something like this.
Everything in your house is electric right now, everything. And once you start plugging in TVs and ironing machines and microwaves and coffee makers and everything's going on at the same time, it's pulling a lot of current. And when it pulls a lot of current, things could get hot, like outlets and things, because all these outlets and stuff are connected to one breaker, right? And it's like with anything, when you're pulling something, too much current from one thing, eventually it's going to give out. And the biggest thing with electric is electric fires. So you wanna make sure you get an electrician in here that does a load balance. Check out your current that's coming in and what's being pulled. Cause that's off.
Yeah.
That electric panel's off. That's the biggest concern I see, other than the deck. The deck needs to be redone, you know. The base looks good, but that needs to be redone.
Yeah, 'cause everything else is primarily cosmetic.
And the plumbing, you know, do you wanna get,
Yeah, because there's no pressure coming up here.
there's no pressure.
There's no pressure. The pressure's going out and up here is very limited. Very limited.
Check the pressure valve, and sometimes maybe by replacing the pressure valve, putting in a larger gauge could possibly help. But you don't know these things, I mean, that's not something you should know, but these are some of the things that we're seeing. Like I said, between us, we have, you know, over 5 decades of experience, so, and you should have an access panel on every plumbing area, because, let's say that's leaking, right? And right now, what they gotta do is they gotta break the wall to get to the access panel. You should simply be able to take the door off, get to the shut-off valve, shut this thing off, work in that area, and it doesn't disturb the rest of the house. And right, the way they have it configured at the moment, you have to turn off the water to the entire house to work in one area, and it shouldn't be that way.
And because we're dealing with some old plumbing and whatnot, you eventually will have some issues. So you better, might as well prepare for it now while you'll be doing the house and whatnot, to make sure you got access to everything you can, so you have to mess up all your new paint job and stuff, just to get access from one little spot.
Okay.
Any other thing that
No, that's cosmetic stuff. And just the fireplace, I want to get that lining checked out inside, because that's original, and Lord knows when last time they cleaned it or used it, or I would, you know, get a chimney guy to get that. I got a guy, he lives in Roanoke, he comes out this way, he does a lot of chimney work. He got 5 or 6 jobs.
Any other questions, ma'am?
So what do you think, what types of things can be converted to gas? The appliances or other?
I'll let the contractor speak.
Yeah, you could, I mean, you have electric stove right now. So you could turn your electric into gas, your stove, you could turn your washing machine, you could turn your water heater, your dryer, you could turn anything to gas. But, you know, the way you have it configured, everything's being pulled out of electric. And you don't have nothing on. But imagine you're fully living here, you got your plasma TV, you got the stereo on, you got the vacuum machine going, and the microwave going, you got grandma in the kitchen. You know, it'd be just too much.
Once the breakers start tripping, you know, it'll be a little too late. So you want to try to adjust it now.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, if you do your appliances, like I said, maybe your hot water heater, your stove, maybe your dryer, that should eliminate, especially your dryer and your stove. You know, those are big, boy, they put a lot of stuff and whatnot. You know, if you get at least those two converted over,
Yeah.
you might be okay. Like I said, it's cheaper than, like I said, doing a whole heavier.
Okay.
So you gotta get like this simple math. Each appliance pulls 20. A dryer pulls 20, microwave pulls 20, a stove will pull 30, right? So you already got 20 plus 30, you know what I mean? So if you gotta do a load balance, like shift the load and put half on half, then there's a balance.
And just in case the power will go out, electrical power will go out, at least you got something to heat you up a little bit and get you around as well. I have some gas in it for backup.
So we all done
Yeah, I think that's about a wrap. Let's just start the now.
for the video? So stop recording.
Yeah, that's fine.